Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri just answered the question, how do you break out of a bad engagement rut and get in front of more people that follow you? Otherwise known as how do you fix an engagement drop or Shadowban. So today we're going to go over his answer as well as some of the other information he has given regarding similar questions on this same topic. I'll also add in my own 2 cents and experience from 7 years building brands and accounts on Instagram. Now, if you enjoy this content, I post tips, tricks, and updates helping you build a profitable Instagram following. So if you want to see more of that, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. It is much appreciated. Many of you in the comments have been talking about engagement drops or drops in reach or your account's not getting promoted as much anymore. Is probably one of the most recurring questions that I see pop up in the comment section. Ever since the introduction of the Instagram algorithm a few years ago, it seems like people's engagement goes up, goes down, sometimes drops off a cliff, sometimes absolutely skyrockets, leaving many people questioning why. So recently, when the CEO of Instagram ran a Q&A on his Instagram story on the topic, ask me anything about the algorithm, it was inevitable that someone would bring this up looking for answers. And he delivered, with a follower asking, how do you break out of a bad engagement rut and get in front of more people that follow you? Something that I'm sure we would all love a bit more clarity on. So here's his answer.
Again, there's no silver bullet here, unfortunately, but I would say try something new. Maybe surprise people a little bit. I actually just posted this really long video on ranking and it did way better than anything I'd done in a year. And so that was new and maybe I got a little lucky.
So there's his answer. Pretty much try new things and experiment with your content, which is something that I have been saying forever on this channel. You should always be going out there and experimenting with new formats of content, new styles of editing, new topics that you're creating your content about. Not necessarily like major topics. So if you post lots of content about fitness, don't go start talking about football or something completely off topic, but within your niche, try different things to see what more people are interested in. Now, Adam even brought up the idea that he recently posted something about a ranking, and it was a long video about ranking algorithms, and it actually got way better reach than anything he has posted in the past couple years. Now, he made a point of mentioning the fact that it is a longer video. That was the differentiating factor. I believe it's because he made content about ranking, which a lot more of his audience are likely interested in, because everyone is trying to work out how do you get more reach. So by him creating content around a topic that his audience really wanted to see, he was able to get more reach on his post. Now, on top of this, the fact that it was a longer video that probably had a higher watch time total would have also played into the algorithm, as content that is consumed for a longer period of time is often seen as higher value, because people wouldn't consume a video for many minutes if they weren't enjoying it. So that's another good indication to the algorithm. But I would say the main thing here is he created it on a topic people are interested in. So if you're struggling with engagement, the best thing you can take away from this answer is slightly mix up what you're talking about and try and really understand who your audience is and what they want to see. A lot of Adam's audience is probably wanting to learn about ranking. So when he created content based around ranking, he got a lot more engagement than usual. Now, more on this topic, as someone then asked him, what can I do if my story view numbers are lower than usual? So essentially, the exact same question, but for stories rather than feed content. Here's what he had to say about that question.
Maybe take a break for a day or two, give people some space, and then start again and try some new things. See if maybe your audience is interested in a different story or a different type of story that you have to tell.
Interesting, again, he's pretty much given a very similar answer in the idea of test things out and try new things. One thing he mentioned that I think a lot of people miss is the idea of sort of letting it breathe and maybe just taking a day or two off. This is often something that is promoted as a way to remove a shadow ban, which isn't necessarily a concrete solution, but people often say if you want to remove a shadow ban, don't post for 14 days. That's one theory. He's saying if you want to increase your story views, give it a couple days rest, make your audience sort of want you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes if you're posting all day, every day, it's seen as like people will expect that. And then you go away for a couple days, you don't post for a couple days, and people are wondering where you are, and you become more of a scarce sort of asset, as I guess you could compare it to that. And from that, people are then going to be more interested. Oh, I see Josh's story. I haven't seen him post for a few days. I wonder what he's been up to. I wonder where he's been. And I'm more inclined to click on it. And that is actually something that happens in the algorithm. If people are more likely to click on your story, you'll get ranked higher. That's one of the indicators they look at. There are a whole range of different indicators that they're looking at. I made a full video on it. You can look it up here. But if people click through to your story, one of the reasons for doing that could be not seeing your story for a few days. That is going to push you a lot further. And again, try different things out, try different formats, try adding different features and mixing it up. Again, a lot of this comes down to split testing different ideas. So in summary, Instagram engagement can go up, it can go down, it can go all over the place. But if you keep experimenting with new ideas, testing things out, and double down on what's working, then you'll see better results over time. I would also highly suggest that you look at starting some form of email newsletter or building up an email list so you create an audience where you've got better control and better distribution to this audience, and you can get your true fans onto a weekly email newsletter. We can send them out content, promote your products, promote your business, promote affiliate links, whatever it might be, without the algorithm potentially restricting reach and so on. Now, when it comes to growing with stories, sometimes giving it a break for a couple days can be a good idea. You could potentially even try this with your feed content. If you're posting every single day and your reach and engagement is sort of slowly dropping off, maybe don't post for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days and then come back with a bang and see how it goes. Becoming a little bit more scarce and then coming back powerful could be a solid strategy. Now, if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you smash the like button. Also, if you wanted to see a video where I go more in depth around email newsletters and that sort of side of things, because I know I haven't really touched on that on the channel, but I have mentioned doing it and saying you should be doing that, then let me know down below as I can make something about that too. And finally, if you want more in-depth training on how to build a profitable Instagram, or you simply want to hire my team to do that for you, then check out the links below in the description where you'll find both a link for my full program and a link to book a discovery call to see if you're a good fit for my agency's services. That's it from me. Hopefully you got something out of this video. See you all next time.